Hey, it's Birdman. I'm hanging out in a little bit of a different location today. This is Solterra Senior Living. And Sue, hi. Campbell, of course, had asked Jimmie and I to do something. And it was something that's right along the line of what you deal with day in, day out. Mm-hmm. Or not you specifically,
right,
but a lot of the residents here.
Right.
And we're talking about dementia, but specifically Alzheimer's, correct?
Dementia in general. Alzheimer's is just a type of dementia.
Okay. So Jimmie graciously volunteered because
had my arm twisted.
Well, she had asked me to do it, but it was kind of like I can't interview about doing it without seeing it.
Done.
So it was like, but watching the experience.
Let's get Jimmie to do it. He'll do it.
Let's get Jimmie to do it. He'll do it. So Jimmie, take us through real quickly what happened here.
Well, so the test is a series of small tasks, nominal tasks that we would do on a regular basis, but you do that with things on that help minimize your ability to do stuff, that interfere with your ability to do stuff. These glasses, I don't even know if you can see them on your camera, but there's dots in them, there's dark spots in them, there's peripheral vision gone off, they're shaded and tinted, so that's probably the color that they see. I had to button a shirt, and I couldn't. Part of it was I couldn't hold the button to put it in the slot, but the other part was I couldn't find the darn slot to put the button in. That's annoying. And I only had to do the directions. I only had to do 3 buttons, and I got them right at the nick of time as we moved to the next task. But
so specifically during that, I got to tell you, because I watched and we'll show you some video of what was happening.
Me doing it, not doing it.
And first of all, you could tell there was a level of frustration by your actions.
Yeah.
By how you're moving.
Yeah.
But I noticed, and I've seen other individuals that are in family and stuff like that, do these very exact maneuvers. And the deliberateness of the holding of the shirt to try to line the button up with the hole. I've seen, kids start at that level where they don't get it.
Yeah,
but then they learn it and they zip through. Mm-hmm. So doing it for decades, I can only imagine that here you are now, you can't do something which is completely simple.
Yeah.
Your frustration ramped as you went on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of obvious just through behavior, nothing drastic.
No.
One of the other things you did was you had to set the table. And it was interesting during that, and I'll show you that here. During that, it was very deliberate motions. The same thing when you were folding, there was just towels. But it was, I know how to do this, so I'm just going to do the pattern that I know.
Yeah.
And then, that wasn't exactly what I thought.
So I had to slow down and deliberately change the way I moved my arm or hand so that would set the way it was supposed to set. And then the knife's to set, because I can't just put it down. These gloves impair your ability to move the way you would normally move, and it was kind of interesting to think someone doing that on a regular basis.
So for you, it had to be a really good experience to know exactly what they feel like. But for me, it was validating the fact that here you are. I can tell by what's been added to what you're doing.
Yeah,
made it like I've seen other people behave. Now, so what specifically some of these items, like the foot pad,
Okay.
what do these emulate?
That actually, so all of these items are actually placed or used to simulate what a person with arthritis, Alzheimer's has,
Sue.
but arthritis is one of the factors that it simulates as well. But so based on a lot of research and study that they have actually come up with that simulates neuropathy, arthritis. So when you put that in your shoe and you're walking around, you are feeling like what some of our residents feel like.
Pins and pricks and needles.
Elder people, especially folks with some of the dementia and that sort of thing. So now we understand why some of our residents throw their shoes off all the time.
Yeah, right.
Put your shoes back on. No, they don't, because they hurt. The shoes hurt when they walk around with them. So the other things, the glasses simulate the color, the changing of the eyes. You don't see as well. You don't discriminate things as well. The darkness makes it harder to see. The dot in the middle it simulates macular degeneration.
You try to look around it, but you can't move your eye because it's blocking my ability to look right here. And so I want to look right around.
But you can't because your peripheral vision is gone too.
You're a little like, dang it.
Yeah.
It's right there.
That's really common with folks. And you can tell why people look like this. They turn their heads to look at things.
Yeah,
now you know happening. Why.
Yeah.
And if someone comes up on the side of them, it might scare them because they don't see you coming. Their hearing is impaired as well, and that's why you wore earphones that had static. People with dementia have told us that they have static in their head or buzzing sound all the time. So that simulated that. There was talking, laughing, a radio show, and in between that were the instructions.
Yeah.
And there were times you didn't catch all the instructions.
No, I didn't. Or I
you
did,
remember
but I couldn't remember the instructions.
Duh.
I did step 1
That's
and
perfect.
2, and I thought, well, I know there's something else I'm supposed to do, and I didn't remember what it was.
They are confused.
And you know what it was? To me, I think maybe it's the whole experience, but it was like the stuff going on in my head, the bell or the whistle or the siren going by, while the noise is in the background, while you're trying to concentrate on a nominal task that you can't do. I just lost what the next thing was. I'm like, well, okay, just do this. I did it. Well, there's something else.
So now you know why if you give them just even a fun thing to do. Give them just even a fun thing to do, and they do part of it, you go, oh, well, look, you forgot to write your name, you know. It's like, duh.
Or sometimes why they just want to detach, go rest,
oh, heck,
sit quietly, and away
from
everybody, and don't want to.
To be honest with you, it's to minimize the anger that would come from being frustrated for not being able to do it.
Right.
I'm just going to not go there, so I'm going to go here and just sit and relax and listen to the birds or what, you know what I mean? Because if I do that with the group, I won't be able to do it and I'll get mad.
So, have you ever seen people who are in beginning stage of dementia? That's one of the signs, is that they kind of separate. Yeah. They don't join the groups anymore because of that.
Yeah.
They know they can't do something as well as they used to.
So then when you're a caregiver or you're a family member and you do simple things, like you set the table for them, you go run bath water for them, you go turn the shower on for them, you do these little things, those actually add up to be big things, don't they?
Big things.
Oh, I would think, yeah.
It makes them more comfortable, more at peace. You can spend more quality time talking and visiting with them, not with them in a tense state. You know, they're just much more calm. That's the whole reason why we have the care that we do here, is to keep them.
Now, is this a kit that somebody could make up to be able to do? Is it
they can
available?
Come and see Sue.
You have it available, obviously, for those that are here.
I did purchase this, but you can research it and make your own. I just purchased it because it was just much easier.
Right.
But there's a company called Second Wind that actually specializes in this, if anyone wants to do it. But I'm also thinking about doing a family night, so that family members of residents can come and actually experience if they want.
I support that idea.
Okay.
I really do. That's a good...
Yeah, and I also see how now random noises in a house that might normally be alert to somebody would just be ignored because I'm hearing all kinds of crap in my head anyways.
Yeah.
And
so the whole thing is really just to give you a few minutes of what it's really like, and you just kind of get a different perspective on how to relate to someone that has these issues, how to communicate with them, how to understand them a little bit better, maybe have a little more patience, love them a little more.
A measure of empathy that you wouldn't normally have.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jimmie, for being the volunteer for this.
Thank you.
Thanks for making me do it.
And thank you.
We all learned something. Hey, if you want to know more about this or Solterra, check out their website. We're going to give you a link down below. And of course, Sue would be more than welcome to give you a tour of the place as well. I think that's what she's doing now. So, but come on by. It's Solterra Senior Living here in the White Mountains. And Birdman reminding you, we'll see you again next time.